What's up, everybody? Break number 1007BD. That's 1007BD. This is Leaf Eclectic Signature Series Hobby Case. 10 boxes in the break. There is 12 cards per box. This is a player break. There is 12 one-of-ones per box. So there's 6 base cards and 6 autos per box. There we go. Let's show you the front of the box. There you go. Eclectic Signature Series. 2025, 6 autos, 6 base cards. Three, 6, 9. And 1 is 10 to start us off. Here we go, guys. Good luck, everybody. What's up, Swordfish? What's up?
No oil.
Yeah. They sent me a message. I just got the message, matter of fact. Alright, our first base card. That's Marcus Harris. Marcus Harris. Gold cracked ice. As I said, every card is a one-of-one. So I will show you the first one just to let you know. Alright, LeJante Webster. LeJante Webster. On the acetate, there's Curtis Rourke. Curtis Rourke on the acetate. Evan Savoda. Haas Hensley. Jaden Wilson. Our first auto to start us off. There is Jake Plummer. Jake Plummer on the acetate 101. Let me give you a little zoom in eBay here so you guys can see a little better. There we go. Next up, how about Ricky Williams? Ricky Williams, 1-of-1. On the die cut, there's Riley Leonard. Probably going to be the starting quarterback for the Colts next year. Steve Spurrier on the flashback. Dia Bell. And our last card of the first box. That is Jim McMahon on the Purely Heroic. Super Bowl champion. Chicago Bears 85. Box number 2. Box number 2. I guess it really doesn't matter. You can't really see who the auto is. Box number 2. Dave Casper is our first base card. Dave Casper. Tate Reynolds. Tate Reynolds. Rock Taylor. Rock Taylor. There's Peter Bork. Peter Bork. Osani Gales. Osani Gales. Our last base card is Muiz Tankara. Muiz Tankara, I think is what it says. On the acetate. I was writing cursive my whole life and I still can't read that. Alright, here we go. Our first auto. That's Peyton Houston on the pure gold acetate. Pure gold acetate of Peyton Houston. Next up, we got Oscar Delp. Oscar Delp. On the Valiant Spirit, that is Brady Smeagol. Brady Smeagol. How about Will Griffin? Will Griffin. Two cards to go. Lenny Moore. Lenny Moore, that's old school for the Baltimore Colts. And our last one is an acetate of DeMond Williams Jr., quarterback, Washington Huskies. Nice hit for the DeMond Williams spot. Box number 3. Our first base card is Neiman Lawrence. Neiman Lawrence. We got Danny Amendola. Danny Amendola. Oscar Delp. That's our first repeat customer. Oscar Delp on the flash forward. How about Chimere Dike? Chimere Dike. Brady Quinn. And our last base card before the auto start is Ashton Genty. Ashton Genty. Our first auto, Dylan Sampson on the flash forward. Dylan Sampson. Gold vinyl is Byram Brown. Byram Brown. Ryder Lions. Ryder Lions. Flash forward. No, that's a flash of color of Joe Montana. Joe Montana on the flash of color. Nice hit. Caden Durham. Caden Durham. And our last one is a die cut. That's Lenoris Sellers. Lenoris Sellers on the honor guard. Box number 4. We have a redemption. We have a redemption coming, guys. Also, all randomizers will be done on random.org. That is Drew Pearson on the Purely Heroic. That's our first base card. Purely Heroic, Drew Pearson. How about honor guard die cut of Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning. Cade Klubnik. Cade Klubnik. C.J. Bailey. C.J. Bailey. Dylan Jones. Dylan Jones. Our last card before the autos is an Adrenaline 1 of 1 of Joe Montana. Double up with the GOAT. My personal GOAT. Joe Montana on the Adrenaline. Make a quick announcement while we're getting ready for these autos. If you skunk in the break, our apologies. We don't mean for anybody to skunk, but if you do, we will send you something. Please do not request and refund. Thank you. Brady Edmonds is our first auto. Thank you, Swordfish. Thank you. Brady Edmonds is our first acetate auto of box number 4. Elijah Brown. Elijah Brown. That is Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, current wide receiver with the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said San Diego Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. There's Le'Veon Moss on the acetate. Le'Veon Moss on the acetate. Daniel Melky. Daniel Melky. And our redemption is going to be a randomizer. DeMond Williams Jr. and Bryce Underwood. DeMond Williams Jr. and Bryce Underwood. Unless you got both spots, that will be a random right after the last box. You got Bryce, Swordfish. You're going to be fighting against DeMond Williams. And didn't Bryce Underwood go up to Washington and kick the shit out of them this year? Didn't Michigan beat Washington this year? I think they did, or was that Ohio State? I know Ohio State beat their ass. here we go. Our first base card. That is Jaden Higgins. Jaden Higgins on the acetate. Isn't he with Baltimore now, Jaden Higgins? Or Houston, I think. Haynes King. Haynes King. Graham Mertz. Graham Mertz. Gage Larvadane. Gage Larvadane. Gage, I don't give a Larvadane. That is Curtis Roki. Curtis Roki. Or Rourke. I don't know. It's so bad with what they did by doing cursive on these acetate cards, because then they can't put the names on the back. And our last base card is Kylan Billiot. Kylan Billiot. All right, our first auto. That is Jaden Greathouse on the Pure Excitement. Jaden Greathouse, Pure Excitement. He was pretty good at Notre Dame this year. How about number 2 auto for the Ricky Williams spot? Purely heroic. That is Warren Moon, Scribed Hall of Fame 06. Warren Moon on the Purely Heroic Acetate Hall of Fame of 06. That's a cool card. Derek Baker. Derek Baker, the touchdown maker. That is on the acetate. We got 2 cards left in this box. Randy White, Hall of Famer, Dallas Cowboys offensive lineman back in the day, 70s. That is Randy White. And our last flashback is, how about Jim McMahon? Doubling up on Jim McMahon. Yeah, it's in the description, my friend David. Sorry about that, buddy. That's what it says. Box number 6. Box number 6. We have to send you something because eBay wants to see a tracking to you guys, because we have to ship all orders that are paid for. Trevor Jackson. Trevor Jackson is our first base card. Trey Benson. Trey Benson. Elijah Brown. Elijah Brown on the acetate. Elvin Bethea. Elvin Bethea. Caden Wetshen. Caden Wetshen. And our last card before the autos start. That is Donovan Olugbode. on the Valiant Spirit, Donovan Olugbo-Bode. First auto is Lenny Moore. Lenny Moore, that's a purely heroic auto. That is a second Lenny Moore auto of the break. James Simon. James Simon on the Pure Adrenaline. We got a die cut honor guard of Elijah Haven. Elijah Haven. Another purely heroic auto. That is LaDainian Tomlinson. LT. This box has had a lot of legends in it. Or this case so far. Usually there's not this many. Our next is Austin Christian. Austin Christian on the acetate. And our last card is going to be a random. That is going to be random between 3 Hall of Fame legends. Bo Jackson, Earl Campbell, and Larry Zonka. That is sick. That is a sick triple auto right there. That one is nice. All right. Box number 7. Box number 7. eBay, you still with me? It's all right, David. I just got to explain it for the new people, okay? eBay, are you still able to see the screen? There we go. Okay, it's back on. Just wanted to make sure before I started again. Alright, here we go, guys. Here we go. Back to it. Box number 7. Box number 7. Alright, we got Malachi Tony. Malachi Tony. Mason Holtzclaw. Mason Holtzclaw. What's up, Max? You got sniped for Tony? Oh, man. Sucks, bro. I'm sorry. Oscar Rios. Oscar Rios. You should never say that out loud, because then like 3 more are going to come, okay? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Quincy Porter. Quincy Porter. That is Ricky Collins. Ricky Collins. Alright, there you go. You gotta ask the card gods. You gotta put their names out into the chat, so that way the card gods know. We got our last non-auto base card is Steve Tasker. Steve Tasker. Alright, our first auto. Acetate. That is Connor Wegman. Connor Wegman. Akili Smith Jr. Nice Akili Smith Jr. hit. Ray Lewis, Brian Dawkins. All right, there you go. You put it out there. And with all the legends we've been having, let's hope we can get you some. All right, there we go. Brady Smeagol. Justin Jefferson would be nice. Will Griffin. Come on, Archie Manning and Bernie Kosar. Dude, man. Come on, for his birthday. Let's go. Jaden O'Neal. And our last card is Mason Hinchsickle. Mason Hinchsickle. Hinchsickle. Can never say this guy's name, but it doesn't matter. It's Mason Hinchsickle. Box number 8. We got 3 boxes to go. Close as me. All right, our first base card. Nobody said Eric Dickerson. How about ED? Hall of Fame running back Eric Dickerson. Austin Christian. Pure Entertainment, Connor Wegman. You're welcome, dude, man. You're welcome. Happy birthday, buddy. Gunnar Stockton. In Flash of Color, Lamar Bo Jackson. I love the look of these cards in Flash of Color. And our last base card, Noah Grubbs. Which is what I'm going to do right after this break is grub. All right, our first auto. Oh, did somebody say Donovan McNabb? Oh, you said Brian Dawkins. Donovan McNabb on the flashback. Oh, man. I heard Eagles, Brian Dawkins. I thought, dude, we're getting close to the Eagles. How about Damian Martinez? That's a Seattle Seahawks player right there. Furzel Shepard. Furzel Shepard. Got an honor guard die cut. Hall of Famer for the Raiders, Fred Biletnikoff. There is a... You thought it was Tony at first? Yeah. There is a ton of legends coming out in this break, which is rare. Graham Mertz. Graham Mertz. Good on Leaf to put in the legends. How about that? Max J. Jetta. Justin Jefferson auto. How did Ed O'Neill? Because they like to do like Ed O'Neill in Married with Children, how he was the football player. That's how he made the product. Max, they're all one of ones, my friend. They're all, yeah, and it's a color match. Justin Jefferson, 1 of 1, like every card in this box. There it is, my friend. Max, you were so good to the card gods. Listen, see? You got to be nice to the card gods. So now let's hit everybody else's that's been asking. It's only my second Justin Jefferson auto I've ever pulled. That's sick. All right, guys, 2 boxes to go. All right, like this guy on top right here. Flash of color, Michael Vick. Michael Vick, flash of color. I have pulled his auto a few times. Will Griffin on the Adrenaline. 1 of 1 Adrenaline acetate. Derek Baker. I hope everyone hits too. That's always my goal, is try and have everybody hit. Zach Katz. Dane Weber. How about Brandon Arrington? Brandon Arrington. Acetate 101. That is our last base card. It's auto time. We got 12 more autos. Here's the first one. That is Cole Payton. Cole Payton. Another legend, Yancey Thigpen. Yancey Thigpen on the Valiant Spirits. Jaden Brody. Jaden Brody. We got 3 cards left in this box. We got Jordan Davison. Jordan Davison. Justin Williams on the flash. And our last auto in this box is another acetate auto. And this one is a excitement, pure excitement. Oh, baby. When he comes back from injury next year, you guys watch out with the Giants having John Harbaugh as their coach now. Cam Scatabo. Dude, the Giants may be good next year. If they can pull it together on defense, their offense was not bad until everybody got hurt. Neighbors goes down. Scatabo goes down. One of their... Well, who was the other one that went down? I can't remember, but God. I think the Giants, that is a beautiful scat auto. I love the way he signs it, too. All right. That, my friends, is box number 9. Box number 10. After this box, we will have that randomizer. We have 2 of them right now. I will also make one final announcement. If you guys skunk in the break, again, my apologies. If you have one spot and don't hit anything, that's a skunk. If you have 10 spots, but you hit one spot out of those 10, guys, that's not a skunk. So, if you do skunk, we will send you something in the mail. I try to send some nice stuff. A pack, a couple of packs, something to, you know, have a little bit of fun with for you guys. You know, I mean, it can't always be winners, but I'll do as best I can for y'all. All right, there we go. Our first base card is Keelan Robinson. Keelan Robinson. I know, I think you're in both randomizers, Swordfish? Good luck to you, brother. Good luck to you. He's in the NFL, Keelan Robinson, right? Jordan Davison. Elijah Spencer. Colin Hurley. Cole Payton. And I always love saying this guy's name. I always love saying Braden Fowler Nicolsi. Just a cool name. By the way, Leaf has Underwood stickers that are redeeming them now. Just got my patch auto from him in Trinity. Fist, you are awesome, bro. You are awesome. I appreciate the knowledge because I was wondering, because I see Underwood in a lot of redemptions. So that is awesome knowledge to know that they are finally redeeming them. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. We got 6 autos to go, guys. Good luck. We have an Honor Guard die cut first, and it is Noah Grubbs. Noah Grubbs. Next one is a pure, nope, it's a lava lamp of Helaman Kasuga. I love that. That's another great name right there. From Cars. All right, Pure Excitement Acetate. This one is Kelvin Russell. All right, first 3 out of this box have not been very good. Come on. We need some more legends. We have a lot of people looking for legends. Dude, man, you're funny. All right, next one. Phil Maffa. Come on, last box. Let's go. We need at least one big banger. Acetate. Oscar Delp. That's not it. He's good, but he's not that good. Come on, we need one more legend. One more legend for the people. Noah Kaniga. Is our final auto. All right, let me get the randomizer set up real quick. Take me a couple of seconds to type in the names, and then we will do our recap. In. We got Underwear and Williams. No, Underwood. Williams. And the other one is a big one. That is Jackson, Campbell, and Zonka. Hit the right letter, Mark. Okay. Alright. Let me switch over YouTube to the randomizer. Alright, YouTube, you should be switching over right about now. Yep, eBay Live, you're coming with me. Random.org, dice roller. We are going to have a 4 or higher on the dice. It's a 7. First one, there's Bryce Underwood and DeMond Williams Jr. We're going 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and our last time, 7. It's going to DeMond Williams Jr. DeMond Williams Jr. Last one, Bo Jackson, Earl Campbell, Larry Zonka, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and our last time, 7 times. That's going to the Larry Zonka spot. Larry Zonka. Alright, YouTube, let's get you back over to the break itself. There we go. We should have you back. Alright, and we're back live. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go on our redemptions. That went to DeMond Williams. That one went to Larry Zonka. Alright. Base cards. Everything's a 101, so that's always nice and easy. Here we go. These are our acetates. We got Robinson, Arrington, Wegeman, Ricky Collins, Mason Holtzclaw, Elijah Brown, Kylan Ballot. We got Curtis Rourke, Jaden Higgins. Who got the Tony? What Tony? Max. Drew Pearson. That is Muiza Takawaya and Curtis Rourke. Alright, here's our base cards. Braden Fowler, Nicolsi, Cole Payton, Colin Hurley, Elijah Spencer, Jordan Davison, Dane Weber, Zach Katz, Derek Baker, Noah Grubbs, Gunnar Stockton, Austin Christian, Steve Tasker, Quincy Porter, Oscar Rios, Malachi Toney, Caden Wejin, and Elvin Bethea. Oh, that's what you were asking? Okay, yeah, I have no idea if they're in the live, buddy. Marcus Harris, Trey Benson, Trevor Jackson, Gage Larvadan, Graham Mertz, Haynes King, Dylan Jones, CJ Bailey, Kate Klubnik, Peyton Manning, Ashton Genti, Brady Quinn, Chimera Dike, Oscar Delp, Danny Amendola, Neiman Lawrence, Osane Gales, Peter Bork, Rock Taylor, Tate Reynolds, Dave Casper, Jaden Wilson, Haas Henji, Evan Sabota, and Jante Webster. And our last base of the base cards are horizontal. They got Will Griffin, Michael Vick, Lamar Bo Jackson. That is Eric Dickerson, Donovan Olgude, and Joe Montana on the Adrenaline. Those are all of our base cards. Our autos. Acetate autos. We got Oscar Delp, Calvin Russell, Helleman Kasuga, Cameron Scatabo, Cole Payton, Heinz Hinchkel, Brady Smeagol, Connor Wegman, Austin Christian, LaDainian Tomlinson. There's Lenny Moore, Derek Baker, Warren Moon, Jaden Greathouse, Le'Veon Moss, Brady Edmonds, DeMond Williams Jr., Peyton Houston, Jim McMahon, and Jake Plummer. All right. We got Noah Kaniga, Phil Maffa, Noah Grubbs, Justin Williams, Jordan Davidson, Jaden Brody, Justin Jefferson, Graham Mertz, Fred Bolitnikoff, Frizzell Shepard, Damian Martinez, Donovan McNabb, Jaden O'Neal, Will Griffin, Achilles Smith Jr., Elijah Haven, Jim McMahon, Randy White. We got Ricky Williams, Daniel Melky, we got Keenan Allen, Elijah Brown, Lenora Sellers, Caden Durham, Ryder Lyons, Byron Brown, Dylan Sampson, Lenny Moore, Will Griffin, Oscar Delp, Dia Bell, Steve Spurrier, Riley Leonard, and Ricky Williams. And our horizontal autos, our last autos, here they are. This is Yancey Thigpen, James Simon, Brady Smeagol, and the GOAT, Joe Montana. Again, one more time on the redemptions, Desmond Williams Jr. gets this one. And on this one, it goes to Larry Zonka spot. What is what in the background? That? This? My stand? Alright guys, there's your break. I appreciate you all for being here. Have yourself a great afternoon. I will see you on Sunday. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.